Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Whis. I am driving your plot for today. So, how about we get you guys to introduce yourselves and who you're playing today?
Whis, I'll go first. I'm playing Marnie, the tiny Toonkind ranger, and her assortment of moth friends.
Moths. So many moths.
They are friend-shaped, though, you have to admit.
They are friend-shaped.
And hi there, I am Morski, but you're free to call me Morski, and I will be playing Hugh, the small wizard. But he's not the smallest person here this time around.
No, he's not. So, Morski, Hugh's been having a time, I believe, lately.
Yeah, there have been some events recently, so he's kind of been recovering for a little while. He bounces back quickly, but let's just say that his roommate forced him to actually stay in bed and rest. He's doing better though, so he managed to wrangle out an agreement that, yeah, he can go out for a walk today. Don't worry, he'll be back by dinner.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So you get to go out for your walk. And it is early evening. So not quite dinner time, but the sun is starting to go down. The sky is brilliant reds and golds, and it's still quite cool. It's one of that kind of temperature where it's not cold, but that really nice, just cool in the lungs and on your skin kind of feeling. To start things off, I will get a perception check from Hugh, please.
That would be fun. Let's see how this goes. Perception is actually one of his better stats, but nope, the dice decided no. He got an 8.
You got an 8. Oh, you're doing it in the gallery too, Morski.
Oh no!
That's okay. Oops. 8. All right, cool. I'll tell you what happens with that in a second, but for now I'm just going to actually change the camera focus. Marnie, what do you normally do at early evening time?
Marnie's typically on her way back home to some sort of relative safety in the early evenings. But lately she's been kind of pushing her luck, going out further and further and trying to see if she can find any more of that weird moonstone stuff.
Goodness.
I wonder why that could be. On this particular day, you've ventured really far from home, and as you're trying to make your way back, the evening traffic, both on the road and on the footpath, has forced you into an alleyway. And I don't suspect that's anything new. When there are people around, you kind of got to get out of Dodge. For some reason, it's taking a lot longer than normal for people to clear from the streets today. Maybe a road is closed, or a car crash, police chase. You know, it's all standard Toontowny stuff. The sky is red.
Someone was chasing after a certain devil toon.
Yes, that is also very, very possible. That happens. But yeah, the light is starting to fade, and you're distinctly a lot further from home than you would like. I will get a perception from Marnie as well, please.
All right. Well,
Don't do what I did and do it in the wrong chat.
I almost did.
17. Nice. Okay. You're hanging out in this alleyway waiting for everything to sort of calm down enough for you to make a break for it. And you can hear something unusual from behind you. It's kind of like a growl, kind of like a howl, and there is a blue glow in your peripheral vision. When you turn around, there is a beast coming down the alleyway at you. It's it's bigger than the cat.
Ominous.
It is ominous. It's bigger than the cat that has been pestering you. And it has wings and horns and gives off an eerie blue glow. And I'm about to cut away from you, Marnie, but you're in combat initiative now.
Oh,
Boy!
do you want me to roll that?
Not just at the minute. We'll do that in a second. Hugh, you're walking down the street. There's people all over the place. And you're passing by the mouth of an alleyway. And you catch, just in your peripheries, a strange blue glow in the dying light from down an alley. What do you do?
Gonna be honest, he's going to be curious, and with how it sounds, there is a lot of people.
And most
So
of them don't
honestly,
seem to
he'd
have
like to
taken
just-
notice at all. Like, they're too focused on getting where
Yeah.
they're going.
Yeah, no, that's fair, and honestly, that's a lot of people. He would just like to get out of the way a bit, and blue glow, I mean, sure, why not? He'll check out the very suspicious thing. So into the alleyway he goes.
Fantastic. You step into the alleyway and you can see a unusual creature there. It looks like this.
Is that a pecking dragon?
Yes. It's probably about the size of a very large dog. And it seems to be stalking down some prey towards the center of the alley. No, you're not quite sure exactly what the prey is from here.
Can you try rolling animal handling to get the, I guess, hunting to stop? He doesn't know what's up, but holy bleep, that's a dragon. He's seen some stuff, but dragon's a new one.
Dragon's a new one? Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Let's see what his animal handling is. It's a +2. That'll be fun. It's a dirty 20. What does Hugh get for that?
Well, it depends on what Hugh's trying to do with that dirty 20.
Okay, well, Hugh is going to try and calmly walk over, see if he can I guess try and speak calmly, and he'll hold his hand out so that presumably the dragon can sniff at it and hopefully calm down, notice that, hey, this is a new person here.
Okay.
Also, gonna be honest, if the dragon allows him, he'll want to pet it.
It is fluffy. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little whiz save to contest that, if I can remember how to type. What's this whiz? Yeah. Oh my god! That's a 10! Okay, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but, the dice does what it do. It sort of, it looks at you and it sniffs at your hand a bit, and then it growls at you and takes a little snap at your hand. You may now roll initiative, both of you.
Boy!
One moment.
Let me recheck what Hugh's initiative is. That is a +3. Okay.
I have to remember.
Okay, a 12. That was so close to what would have happened if the dragon failed. Would it just have ended with Hugh petting the dragon?
At least initially.
Oh my goodness.
And 18. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to resort my spreadsheet. Fantastic. Okay. So, Hugh, you get to go first. And you also haven't noticed the other person in the alleyway yet, so I'm just gonna point that out.
Honestly, I'm not sure what to do, cause if you can, he's going to try and calm the dragon down.
Okay.
Is there something he can roll for that specifically?
Well, if you've got any charm person won't really work because it's not a person, but if you've got anything along
Hugh-
those lines, that could work.
Charm animal.
Is that the thing?
Hugh does
Or
not.
is it monster?
Honestly, yeah, Hugh doesn't have any of those kind of spells. If I'm gonna be honest, he's a more direct person. He does have speak with animals though.
We could give
So you
that a
could try.
try.
Okay, do I just simply like do the spell roll?
I don't think that one's one that you roll. I think that one's one that just happens. So I think you can just talk to the thing.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna say, "Hey, please calm down. Why are you so upset?"
Its voice is kind of like a growly kind of thing as it speaks back to you, and it snaps its jaws at you again. It's like, grr, hungry, hunt, want hunt.
Can Hugh pull out a piece of steak from his hammer space?
Yeah, go and give it a try. That's a 10. That is not a 1. You get a piece of steak. Just random
Hugh
steak.
pulls out the piece of steak and just offers it to the dragon.
Cool. All right. Fantastic. I think it will respond to that in its turn. Marnie, it is now your turn. What a scene is before you.
Marnie would kind of look at the bigger folk and the giant beast. And what kind of like garbage or anything is scattered about this alleyway?
It's your typical fare. There's a dumpster. There's a couple of the grey cans, the boxes, a couple of chip packets, etc.
Marnie would quickly cast jump on herself,
Cool.
and then sprint for one of the boxes and try and jump up into it. And that like flowing cape of moths that are like following after her.
Cool.
It's a very awesome image.
It is a very awesome image. What's
Also,
Marnie's run
can
speed?
I just say? I know. I just wanted to say I love the dichotomy of like you have Hugh trying to befriend the animal, and meanwhile Marnie is doing some epic hero stuff.
Not get eaten out here.
That's entirely valid.
Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so what's Marnie's run speed?
Base 30.
Base 30, okay. And because she's a tiny, that means it gets shrunk down from feet to inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon you could do that if you give me a dex. Give me either a dex or an acrobatics to make that jump. Whichever you like.
Ten.
10. Okay. I'm going to say it's not graceful and you don't land on top of the box. You're kind of scrabbling at the side of it.
Okay.
Cool.
And you can just barely hear this tiny voice just making some probably not friendly words in Infernal.
Can I roll perception to see if Hugh even notices this?
Go for it. 25!
That's a nasty!
Nat 20! Damn! Okay. No, Hugh definitely notices this little scrabble, flutter of moth wings, and oh boy, that's some swearing. That is distinct swearing from over there.
That's worse than what he heard from Decimal the other day.
Does Hugh know Infernal?
Infernal, no.
Okay, so the exact nature
like,
of the
you
swearing, you're not sure, but you're sure it's swearing. Oh
Oh my goodness.
boy, oh
It's like
boy.
Hugh knows Celestial, he does not know Infernal.
No, valid.
That's amazing though. I'm just going to say Hugh is still holding the stake out to the dragon, but
That's fine.
he sees this little being swearing probably the worst he has ever heard anyone swear, and he's just like looking at her and just going blink blink. What?
As she tries to climb inside of this empty cardboard box.
Oh boy. Okay, so you've offered the dragon thing a nice piece of steak, and it's gonna sort of sniff at it, and then look at it, and then it's gonna snap at it. I am gonna actually do an attack roll for its bite because that's funny, and it's
Oh my goodness.
10. What's Hugh's DC? AC, I mean.
AC, it is 13.
13. Okay. So it doesn't get Hugh's hands, but it does come out like it's like an uncoordinated dog. It just sort of goes and snaps down on this steak in your hands and rips it out of your hands and is just sort of munching on it. And because you've still got speak with animals kind of up, you can just sort of hear it kind of in between munches going, oh, food, this good, hunting, hard, where did hunt go? Can't talk now, eating, kind of thing.
Hugh thinking on the hunt gone now, and he's remembering the cussing he heard earlier. So can I roll to see if you can pull out like a big chicken drumstick or anything, so he can leave that by the dragon and go check out this person who probably needs some help.
Sure. Roll me a hammer space. 6. That is not
And
a 1.
that is a 6.
It's a big turkey leg.
Yeah, exactly. So the dragon now has a turkey leg placed beside it, and he's gonna go over to the box and peek inside.
Well, there's a big thump, 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 thump as its tail starts wagging and flapping against the floor. And then you go over to the...
befriend the dragon by the end of this.
Maybe. Oh, jeez.
Holy bleep.
You would think that I would have considered that as an option. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, so you pile some meat near this glowing blue dragon thing, and then head over to the cardboard box. Yeah, there seems to be a very, very small person clinging to the side.
Does Marnie say anything as, like, Hugh first just peeks in? Also, I have this image that Hugh is just barely tall enough. Like, this is a huge box. Hugh is barely tall enough to peek inside, so, like, he's on his tiptoes looking in.
It's like for a fridge or a big bookshelf box or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
As Hugh looks over the edge of the box, they would see Marnie kind of like give this surprise like jolt, and then quickly like whip her cape over herself, and then like a layer of moths cover her.
Okay,
She tries to hide.
Aw. Hugh is going to try and be as non-threatening as possible then, and just like, hey, would you like some help getting out of there? I'm guessing you are what the dragon was... I think that the dragon was trying to go after. If you're okay with that.
That big dog, cat, bird thing?
I gave it some meat, so for now it's eating the food. I can try and help you get out of here if you'd like.
Yeah, let's, if you could just, move the box to somewhere that's not near that thing. There's a big, how far out am I? And Marnie kind of pauses, and you see her, like, the button eye kind of peek out from underneath the robe and the moth wings. I live in that direction, and she just kind of points.
He's gonna be like a bit, I don't, like, that doesn't mean much to me, admittedly. There's a lot that's in that direction.
She has a wonderful sense of direction, but does not remember, like, instructions well.
That's valid. And Hugh on his end, like, says, well, there are a fair few things in that direction, so I don't know what exactly it might be referring to, but I can try and help getting you there. I don't think I'll be able to take the box. Sorry, it's a bit too big for me, and you know what? I'm gonna roll strength to see if you can even lift it up. Okay, he can actually lift it up a bit, but with how big it is, it's still unwieldy. Like
And you have to get it through the busy sidewalk.
exactly. So Hugh's like looking at it and goes, "Yeah, nah, I can't take this whole thing." And he's gonna lean back in and say, "If you're all right with it, would you like to just ride on my shoulder?"
I think that's a good idea. I mean, I know they look nice, but it's better than getting eaten. And you see her, like, seemingly having a discussion with one of the moths that's kind of sitting on the box next to her face. And like, she kind of nods, and like a cricket just kind of jumps up to the side of the box with using the jump spell.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Hugh has his hand down at this point to like try and make it easier for her to get up on him.
Yeah, it's probably easy enough with the jump spell.
Mm.
Yeah, and you would notice that she has a little paperclip style bow and arrow just kind of like wrapped around her front, like the rubber band goes over her front, and then at her waist, basically with like a bread tie clip, she has two what looks to be like small shards of glass that have tape around one side, like as a handle.
And, like, I guess that's entirely fair considering what her situation is. Hugh is probably looking at this and just going like, huh, that's actually pretty neat.
Is it still distracted over there?
It is having a great time eating steak and chicken, and it's just sort of still whapping its tail around, and its wings are folded, and it's just going munch, 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 munch. It's very noisy. Like, if you just picture the noisiest dog eating that you could possibly imagine, combined with a dog drinking water out of a really big bowl. Like, it's gross. It's so gross.
I just this image of like Hugh peeking around the box and Marnie on his shoulder, and they are witnessing all of this. It seems to be.
Is that thing?
I think it's a dragon, though I've never met a dragon before. This would be my first time, I guess.
I've never heard of one of those.
Okay, it's like this big. Well, you're looking at a sort of dragon, I guess. They tend to be big scaly lizards. Who are super strong. Like, I guess the common archetype is that they can breathe fire and can fly and stuff, and you have them in all shapes and sizes and different things. I can try getting you a book Like, I can try getting you a book to show you different pictures of dragons and such sometime. Then he remembers that Marnie is tiny and is like, oh, wait.
As you mentioned fire, you see all of Moss like single file line up behind Marnie as if all of them are trying to use her as cover.
Oh no.
And she says, we should leave. We should leave now. That's horrifying.
I mean, I guess so. Maybe I should just leave another steak so it has something to eat. It seemed hungry. I'm gonna roll hammer space again. Does Marnie want to try rolling persuasion to, like, get Hugh not to do this?
She'll, like, give him, like, she's sitting on their shoulder.
Yeah?
Like, give a little tug on the collar and be like, I'd rather I didn't get closer to that thing.
Hugh has pulled out an entire chicken roast now. Don't ask why he has all this food. This is hammer space, folks. He's probably going to just try and edge it over to the dragon quietly before he sneaks off, I guess. Maybe I should roll stealth for this. That's a +3. And with a 17, he is pretty successful with that, I think.
Let me see. I didn't write a perception for this thing. So, what's perception based on? It's int, isn't it?
No, it is wisdom.
Oh, it's whiz? Oh, that's even worse. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Still notices! He was, like, doing his best to be discreet, but I guess this dragon has noticed that, yes, this person is the nice person who gives food. Ooh, more food!
Yeah, it sort of, it stops at what it's doing and it looks up and it's just like, more hunt, hunt, ooh, and it's sort of, I'm gonna make it do that one of those bites again because it's funny as hell. It's gonna try and take it out of your hands. Hopefully this doesn't hurt you. Oh god, that's an 18, that's more than a 13.
Oh, that's certainly, it does not help that Hugh is fragile.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Okay.
7 damage.
That's 7 piercing damage to Hugh's hands.
Yeah, that's like a quarter of his HP. Ouch. Yeah, I guess Hugh's bleeding now. Pretty much, he just kind of shakes his hand and is like, ow, he holds it. I mean, he's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna, like, try to inch away slowly.
Well,
Marnie.
The dragon does have that chicken, so...
Marnie in using speak with animals, she yells at and says, hey, you back off!
Dear, oh dear. There is a distinct food hunt good, food good, and it's not paying too much attention to Marnie, to be quite honest.
Here, let me just. And she slides down Hugh's arm as they're kind of like clutching the hand, and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh.
Now, do you need to remember what the dice is for that?
I think it's a D6 plus the spellcasting modifier, but don't quote me on that.
1d8 plus spellcasting modifier.
I was going to say I was pretty sure it was a D8. I've got 2 characters that have that. You'd think I'd remember.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
5. So that's most of it.
And a 5.
That's most of it.
That was a 1 on the dice. Single tier. It's meant for healing smaller things from her.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's very fair. So, that happened.
It sure did. Hugh's gonna thank Marnie, by the way. Marnie, you get to smile.
Marnie kind of nods and as like standing on like Hugh's like wrist or like their forearm, and is just staring at that dragon thing like her hand on the bow, like ready to rumble now that she's got the good position.
Like, you will not harm this big who is apparently pretty nice. Okay, cool.
Your first instinct wasn't step on me, so that's a good it's a good starting place.
Oh my goodness.
It's not making any moves to attack either of you, so it's you're not in initiative order anymore. Let's put it that way.
That's cool. Hugh's pretty happy to just leave the alleyway then. That sure was a thing, but he should probably leave the dragon alone and it's probably starting to get late. March is gonna worry.
Yeah, it's a bit dark now.
Yeah, that's fair. Hugh, I guess Hugh's then. Well, you pointed in a direction of where you want to go. I should be going home too. So, do you think you can lead me to wherever you want to go?
I can do
Before
my
I head
best.
off.
Things are a bit weird from up here.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. You don't go.
Let's...
It's like I guess you wouldn't go on that many tall places, huh?
Well, I have to climb the towers to get across the crush paths.
The what to cross the what now?
She points at one of the stoplight posts.
Hugh has a look of oh, and then crush paths, and he's worried now. Gonna be honest, He's considering offering Marnie if she wants to chill out at his place. There's food. It's hopefully safer. He hopes March won't mind another resident.
I learned that there was there were people in the things that go really fast on the path.
Yeah, there are. Those are cars. They're vehicles.
Yeah.
Jen.
I actually managed to hurt one, I think.
Here Hugh pauses and is okay, did Marnie pierce one of the tires with her bow and arrow? Made it pop a tire?
When she was temporarily 4 feet tall, she shot an arrow into the back of a truck.
Oh, I know, but Hugh doesn't. Hugh thinks she is saying this as she hurt the truck as she was super tiny right now. So he's did she shoot one of the tires? Do you want to roll insight on Hugh to see whether Marnie notices his confusion?
Her people skills aren't great.
That'll be fun.
But her wisdom's pretty high, so 7. No, her people skills aren't great.
The dice know.
Nah, she's got no idea.
Yeah, literally with that, it's you notice Hugh is just... It seems as if Hugh's listening intently to you. That's good. You should keep telling this story.
And she will probably recount the entirety of the experience she had with the other weird people that she met.
I'm wondering if I should roll something to see if Hugh is able to connect this story to the one March probably told him at the evening of that day.
You're welcome to do that.
What would
March
this be?
identified himself, right?
Nope. March never said his name. The only thing that you know is that Chris said that he was a movie star.
I'd probably be calling him Star then.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. And also, like, just straight up, it's connecting the events that Marnie is describing to the events March told Hugh. So, what would this be? Would this be like history or an intelligence roll?
I think. Probably in. And I reckon intelligence rather than history. I think.
Yeah, fair. Is this like an intelligence save or just straight intelligence?
Just straight.
Cool. Well, that's still one of Hugh's better stats. A 17. How well does Hugh do?
It sounds like you've heard that story before, but you're not 100% sure on that one. I mean,
He's
to be fair, March's explanation would have been very different.
Yes, exactly. It's like Hugh notices the correlation in a couple of events, but Marnie is tiny. I mean, and March was describing people who were about his size. Surely can't be the same person. Yeah, nah, definitely not.
Oh dear.
I get. Shall I roll survival to see how well exploration goes for the dorks? Oh, that's a 14.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what on earth would they see? Like, I guess this is with Marnie's directions. How's it? How is that going?
Actually, she has pretty high survival. She's got plus
Maybe
6 in her
Marnie should
survival.
roll? Wow. And that was a 21.
Yeah,
I guess
so
she's just a little bit lost, because Toontown is complicated, man. And it's getting dark. But Marnie knows what she's doing, so she is pointing out the right way to go.
So the way the path that she's kind of like guiding Hugh along is more of a winding, meandering path that is probably getting Hugh more lost than anything. As Marnie takes him through alleyways and across like intersections, specifically like with lower like lights, and eventually they end up in a lot near the studio.
I'm wondering, shall I roll to see if he recognizes this? Because he has been to the studios multiple times at this point, though he probably hasn't gone much around it.
Say if you've been here before, you've probably seen it.
Okay, then yeah.
When I say a lot, I mean it's like the patch of grass next to the studio.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say as well, at this, Hugh has a moment to go. Hi, isn't this that bush March has been looking at suspiciously past few times we've been here together? You just like see a ... above Hugh's head, and he's like, well, okay then. And he's gonna ask Marnie, so you live around here? Is there like a house inside you go to? I don't know how it is for...
I had a house, and then I got big, and then I moved it to show someone something, and then I forgot to put it back. And then it got pushed in the gutter, and a like this big thing with a spinning mustache kind of came and took it.
Oh, the street sweeper took Marnie's house.
Yeah. As as the player, I'm like, oh no. And I guess on Hugh's end, he's having a moment of, Marnie got big? What? And
That was her
tiny
reaction.
house. Yeah. But I guess to the rest of this, he's like having a moment of, wait, so Marnie doesn't have a home right now? And I guess then he's going to speak to Marnie, like, it sounds like you don't actually have a house to stay in. It's like, I know we just met, but even if it's temporary, do you want to stay at my apartment? I mean, I hope March won't mind too much, but, well, it sounds like you really need a place to stay.
I got a napkin. It gets a little soggy when it rains, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't know where you live, and I don't really try and go too far from home. Tonight was kind of a weird exception.
Yeah, I guess even with your not so good people skills, Marnie, you can notice that Hugh is very much worried, and he's like he has an expression of "oh no" when he hears the napkin story. And yeah, Houston gonna tell ya, well, my apartment is further down the road from here. It's not as far as where we were, but it is a little bit of a distance from here. If there are items you want to have with you, I can take them for you if you want. Like, just living in a napkin isn't right. I mean, I have a whole apartment and everything. Though I'd ask that your moths don't eat any of the books there, if they can.
No, they're very well trained. Well, Tommy is he's got a force of personality, but he's the only moth with a name.
Oh goodness, it's like if I like leave a spare piece of paper out, if they only chew on that, could they work with that?
Oh, they're very well trained. If there's like a window or something, they'll follow me where I go, and I know how to keep them fed.
Okay, yeah, like there are a fair few there are a fair few windows in the apartment, and like I imagine the apartment is like technically a 2-floor one, one of those small ones. If I'm gonna be honest, the best image I have in my mind now is like the apartment that Sherlock Holmes has in his stories. But it's a homey apartment, and there's like a tree next to one of the windows. So if Marnie really wanted to, I bet she could scramble in and out, and like he's gonna like blab about all of this to her, and it's like so. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to, but if you want to, I can offer it to you.
Uh, can I see it?
Yeah, sure. I and actually, how late would you say it is by now?
It's well, the sun has gone down. It's not super late because it's still sort of winter-ish. The sun does go down relatively early, so yeah, it's still early evening, but it is dark.
He's probably gonna look at it and it's like, oh, look at the time. March is gonna kill me if I'm late. I need to hurry home.
Sounds really dangerous. Don't worry,
Uh,
you help me, and I'll keep you safe.
oh. I'm I'm just imagining the encounter this will be. It'll be legendary. Anyway, I guess he's gonna smile back at that, and like, I mean, he won't actually kill me, but he's gonna be worried. Well, hey, you anyway wanted to see my apartment, so and I should ask March if he's good with this too. So hold on tight, okay? I'm gonna dash back home.
All right. As you say, hold on tight. Marnie's hands are suddenly covered in like spider web, and she just seems like stuck to the clothes.
Can I roll Arcana to see if Hugh recognizes the spell?
Sure.
Because that's webbing, yeah?
Yeah.
And
It's
that is a
DC
dirty
12.
20.
Oh yeah, you definitely know what the web spell is.
Well, Hugh knows his magic. And yeah, I guess he wouldn't say anything, though. He's definitely curious. But off he fumes. And I guess
Yeah.
that's that. Does Marnie have like any more to say while he's like currently scrambling to get back home because oops.
Well, so would we be okay coming back here later? You know, or back there, I guess that's. And she looks back like over her shoulder. It's already like 3 hours for her to walk all the way as you're
And
running down the street.
It's been like 3 minutes.
Yeah. And she says, because I did, and you know what, I could replace that stuff. It's not important.
No, it's no problem. I can come back there with you. I'm still supposed to take it easy anyhow, so.
All right. Yeah. I guess onwards then.
Like Marnie gets adopted by this kid, the game.
Oh dear. Is that where you guys wanted to leave it for today, or did you want to have a quick squiz around the apartment first? What you think? I mean, I know that March's player isn't actually in the call for us to rope in, but
Would they be interested?
We could ask.
Definitely, though I do not. She doesn't appear to be on. If I'm gonna be honest, though, like I feel like it could be an entire FPS of Hugh, March, and Marnie at the apartment and the chaos that ensues. If I'm gonna be honest,
that's entirely likely. March is probably gonna recognize Marnie a lot easier than Marnie will recognize March. Perspective does an awful lot. He was still looking down at her anyway. Oh,
yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
It's like just March looks at Marnie. You.
It's me. Who are you?
Oh,
He's just standing between these two and blinking.
Oh,
yeah, we can try and see if we can get something with Staria later.
All right, fantastic.
That sounds like a plan. This probably ends off then with like Hugh just like skidding at the apartment door and like, did I make it on time? Okay, good, I did. And like you see Hugh open the doors, come back, and like pretty much greets March. There may be a hug, and then you hear the chaos ensue, and I guess that's where we can cut off.
the cliffhanger, chunk. There it goes.
They go in for the hug, and then they
like
March.
while March. No, it's like while March is hugging Hugh. Then
yeah, Marnie just peeks around the Hugh's collar.
Oh, that'll be a whole different kettle of fish, I think.
that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. All right. Well, I suppose we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for interacting with my little dragon child. Oh, goodness golly gosh. I hope you guys had a good time.
I did very much so.
Hugh ended up befriending a dragon and a new roommate, maybe?
Several things that may or may not become relevant later.
And the whole encounter with the dragon is Marnie has found a new rival in as well as the cat. The cat that is ironically named Dragon.
Ha! That's great. Oh dear. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Everybody say bye to our listeners. Bye!
Goodbye.
Bye!